promise. The offer comes as pressure mounts on the junta at the United Nations.
Apparently, the very mention of her name sends him into a rage. So news that junta leader Tan Shui was willing to meet pro-democracy icon Aung San Suu Kyi came as a surprise. But the offer has strings attached. In return for talks, Ms Suu Kyi must drop her support for international sanctions and abandon what he calls her confrontational attitude. She's said to be considering the offer in a positive light. But observers say the preconditions mean that there's only the remote possibility that talks will actually take place. Another unexpected invitation was extended to the US envoy Shari Villarosa. She's expected to pass on a very clear message to the generals to start meaningful dialogue with opposition groups. Back in New York, UN envoy Ibrahim Gambari briefed Secretary General Ban Ki-moon. He'll face the Security Council tonight. But it's the position of China, Burma's closest ally, that remains most important.
There are problems there in Myanmar, but these problems still, we believe, are basically internal. A solution for the Myanmar issue has to be found by the Myanmars themselves, between the government and different parties. No international imposed solution can help the situation.
Despite this, diplomats say they are detecting a shift in Beijing's position. Others with possible influence over the junta are also hardening their stance. India has told the military regime to release Aung San Suu Kyi, and Singapore has warned that Burma is a ticking time bomb Southeast Asian nations must help defuse. In Burma, the regime has given its first public accounts of the arrests, saying 2,093 people were detained, with 692 since released. But sources there say as many as 10,000 have been rounded up. Local journalists are now being singled out.
The Burmese military government, the troops, have been searching everybody on the bus, on the streets, whom are suspect of having camera, photo camera or video camera, because they consider these journalists are the ones sending out the images of brutality.
But they can't arrest all the citizen journalists. Harrowing eyewitness accounts continue to fill Burmese blogs, and pictures like this are still getting through. Emma